Hi, it's Laura Ann,
Hi, I'm Yogi.
and we decided we would make a little video about what Ayurveda is not. Because I personally have, and Yogi much more so than I, but since I've started coming to Yogi, I see a lot of Ayurveda. I was just telling Yogi, I went to this hotel and they were doing Ayurveda massage. And I'm like, what exactly is that? It was some like candles and like some nice smelling lotion and some kind of like, oh, look, you're going to feel better. And that's what Ayurveda is not to me. Um, we were also discussing, I came here to fix back pain, to fix a symptom. And Ayurveda is not about that necessarily either. You said it better than I did, but
Yeah, Ayurveda is a 5,000-year-old science which has been passed from generations to generation orally in Indian subcontinent. And it's really a science because there are some principles to live a life. And also it's an art of living, how to live life happily, healthy, and with peace and serenity. So it's not talking about your physical body, but it's also talking about your mental state, your soul energy. It's talking about the purpose of your life. The of Ayurveda is to remove your sufferings, whether it is physical, mental, or karmic. So we are not talking about something having a nice massage and feeling of wellness for just few minutes. It's not about that. It's about the deep and profound healing. It's about the healing at your cellular level. It's about the understanding the intelligence of your cellular system. It's about working on your physiology. It's about working on your mental state. Because Ayurveda says that your body and your mind is related, it's interlinked. It took thousands of years to understand this with modern science. And thanks to the modern science that we have lots of new techniques which are coming, we have lots of wonderful molecules and medicines available. We have a wonderful scientists and doctors working in modern medical science. But just don't forget, there's, there's an art of living as well. How to live your life. We need principles for that. No modern technique can help you in that. How to eat, what time, what thing to eat. This is also very important. Whether your body is getting toxins every day from your environment, that is also very important. It's a deep healing process, as I have told earlier, and I'm repeating it again because it's working deeply in your body, in your mental state, in your cellular level, and removing the root cause of the problem. We are not treating symptoms. Like in Laura's case, she came with the pain, symptoms, and my focus was not on the pains. My focus was from where the pain is coming, which was related to her mental state. So my aim was to work on her mental state and help her to get rid of that pain, and which worked. That's where we are going with Ayurveda. We are hitting the bullseye with Ayurveda.
And I think the other thing it is not is a quick fix. It is not a pill. I think Western medicine is really good. Yoshit is a man of science. I'm not, but I also know that there's a difference between treating pneumonia, which needs Western medicine, I think we would all agree, and treating these issues that we're discussing right now. And everything has its place, but Ayurveda is not a quick fix. It is not a pill. So even the discussion that we did in the video about detox, you will notice that I talked about a sleeping issue, that now everybody's just given pills. Just take an Ambien and get a good night's sleep, or take this or whatever. Ayurveda fixed that issue for me, and it was not a quick fix, but it was a fix because it went as Yoshi always says, to the cellular level, because it fixed what was wrong that was keeping me from getting sleep, and a pill was not doing that. So I think it's one other thing that Ayurveda is not, is something very quick.
What we are trying to do today is that we want to subside the symptoms. We want to really escape from the problem, which is not the solution. The solution is treating the problem. Like in the case people with the intolerance with lactose, gluten, you stop this, you stop this. Is it going to work that you keep on stopping everything day after another? It's not that. It's to reestablish your digestive system. It's about reestablishing your digestive fire. So this is how Ayurveda looks. It looks in the root cause of the problem. And then it's not about the symptoms. Symptoms is something which comes after a few months, after a few weeks. But we are talking about the pre-symptoms which are coming, which are already indicating towards what problem is going to come. And that's why it is also called science of prevention. Till date, we don't have a science of prevention. We can recommend few things, but what season, what thing you need to eat, which season, which things are not recommended, what time of the day you can eat certain things and another time of the day you can't. So all these things are important, and these are principles, and that's why Ayurveda is a science.
I think for most people as well, who we were discussing this earlier, most people are sort of like me, a bit skeptical, not really certain, unless you've been studying Eastern medicine or Eastern treatments for a long time, you feel a little bit like, what is the cellular level and all of this stuff? And so Ayurveda is not going to necessarily be logical to you. So you kind of have to, like we talked about in, I think, the first video, put your trust into it and just say, especially many people are the way that I was when I started this. Couldn't sleep, lots of caffeine, just a lot of things that were very difficult. And you have to just say, I'm going to try this and see what happens, and just try. Because Ayurveda is not necessarily going to make sense to you if you are an overthinker like I am, and someone is talking to you about like hitting things at the cellular level. You're sort of like, whatever, just give me a nice massage and I'm going to go. And there's real, I am proof of this, there is a real opportunity for actually getting through to that cellular level that I still think is just this weird place that Yoshi seems to understand, and really making profound changes. We keep saying the word profound, but that's what happens when you really get through to some of those issues that are plaguing you daily and making your life feel out of balance. And
yeah, sometimes it's really difficult to explain to people, and that's very obvious because we are not coming from the same culture. And I'm really bad according to Indian culture that I explain everything in detail. For me, it's very important to understand that concept because I'm not doing some wacky thing or some miracles. It's something really very scientific. It has a science, because I'm not treating the symptoms. I'm, with help of Ayurveda, with the grace of Ayurveda, I'm trying to create that ambience in your body, in your mind, which is positive for your health. So healing happens at that time. You must be aware of all this beta healing and subconscious mind, power of subconscious mind. Everything is possible. 5,000 years old back, yoga traditions have explained all these things. To be healthier, you need to be happier. And to be happier, you need to have a certain ambience in your body and in your environment. That is what is very important. Though it's coming from India, it's not at all a religious thing. It's not about the religion. It's not about that this is coming from India, it is practical only in India. No, it has some principles. It has certain principles. It works with the environmental energies like fire element, space element, earth element, water element, and air element, which is available everywhere in this world. So working on those principles, we can help everyone for maintaining their health, for overcoming the chronic conditions like she had pain, someone has rheumatism, someone has multiple sclerosis. So we can help in all those things.
Mm-hmm. I think it's exactly what we've been discussing. Perhaps you're one of those people like me that doesn't really feel very comfortable with this kind of treatment, like you feel more comfortable taking a pill or going to someone that writes you a prescription. I think that there is a place for that, as we've discussed in this video. For sure, everyone would agree. But why not try it? Why not, instead of being dependent on pills or on XYZ, if it's food or alcohol or blah, 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 why not try something different to see if it works?
I don't say that modern medicine is bad. It is really good. Mm-hmm. It's really important. And what wonderful things they are doing these days. The latest research coming. We are working at the really nanoparticle level. We are working really at the very neuron-specific diseases. Medicines or instruments or lab tests. It's really wonderful. But imagine if we add along with that the art of living, the science of life, how wonder it can work, how nicely it will give results. You can treat things, you can diagnose things with latest instruments, you can treat the symptoms with medicine, but you can treat the ambience with Ayurveda. How wonderful it will be. Mm-hmm. And this is where it is very important. It works really like an adjuvant therapy, like a combination system of medicine with modern medicine. And this is what is wonderful with Ayurveda.
And that's what Ayurveda is.
And that's what I think.
Yeah.
Most of you need to understand that it has a profound meaning. It has really a research of more than 5,000 years on live bodies. It is something which has been experienced since thousands of years. So we can't neglect that.
I think do your research is the most important thing about now that I'm out in the world and I understand what Ayurveda is, just do your research because, it really is a science. It's not something that everyone can do. And sometimes you see the word Ayurveda attached to things that are not particularly Ayurvedic. So just do your research so that you can hopefully find out what Ayurveda is and certainly what it's not.
Yeah, and you remember first time you came that you thought that you're going to meet a guru. It's not about the guru, it's about the practitioners. It's about the practitioners, a Vaidya, a doctor in Ayurvedic medicine, mm-hmm. who has a profound knowledge of the subject and who is healing people compassionately. It's not that I'm treating you with the ego, or I'm treating you with something with high-headedness. No, it's all about compassion. It's all about love. It's all about transferring those healing energies to you. Since it's Eastern medicine, it has lots of spiritual values, but it's not religious. It's not about the Hindu religion. It's about the principles of spirituality, or we can say in other words is principle of mind, body and soul. It's linked. All these three things are linked. We are not just living physical body. We have a mind. We think. We had a logical thinking process. And we have a soul which feels everything, which brings the universal consciousness in our physical body. And that's how we are working, we are talking, we are feeling things, we have emotions. This is all interlinked. So Ayurveda talks about this interlinking process.
Yes. We hope that was helpful to some of you who might be a bit skeptical. And we hope at least that you will find out a little bit more about this thing that is very important to both of us, which is Ayurveda.
Thank you very much.